Welcome back to CC's Garage. This week I kind of had to think about what I wanted to work on, if I was going to do the truck, another one of the cars. You know, still got to get the convertible in, get the K-member line where I wrecked it. I got new A-arms to go on in it. And then open the back of my 93 hatch here. Get to where the sun shines on it a little better. And found a little package that I bought at Foxtoberfest. I decided what better time to take care of that than right now. Go in the garage where I've got this laid out, and I'll show you what we're going to be working on this time. Little upgrade. I've just been looking at them for a while and decided, hey, it was there, price was right, let's go ahead and get it. Get you set down here, and if I can ever get this tripod opened up, and we'll get the package open. Yo, here's the package. It's from Redline Tuning, and it's a hood Quicklift system. So let's get this opened up. And it's okay. I don't know where the battery cut off. It went dead, even though it's showing 50%. This is for $79 to $98. Nicely packaged. Almost you'd think it was a poster. Get these little clips out, or yeah, holding the tubes in. Now, when I was talking to the guys there, they said they make all this stuff in-house. If you need replacements, struts, you're supposed to call them. Come on. My cat's got the little pull there to get it out with. See what all comes in here. Got 2 brackets, some pop rivets, some self-tapping screws, and 2 more brackets, along with the instructions, which the instructions are actually wrapped nice in case it gets wet. Comes with well, pull them out of the little Ziploc bag here. Do it just like you do a poster. Roll it backwards to get try to get the paper to lay flat again. Oh. Okay. Comes with 2 struts, 4 3/16 pop rivets, 2 3/16 aluminum high adhesion rivets, 4 5/16 headed sheet metal screws, 2 fender steel brackets large, 2 hood steel brackets small, and these instructions. It comes with a few recommended items, like a pop rivet. Of course, you're going to need a tape measure and a drill. Very nice instructions though, with the pictures. So what we're going to do is get off here. I'm going to read over these instructions, and get the tools together, and then we'll get out here and I'll show you installing these. Okay, I got the tools together. They're still in the garage. I'll bring them out after I do some measuring. But it states in here on the 79 to 93 to measure 21 5/8 inches from the corner here down the hood. Unless you have an aftermarket hood, and it states to measure 23 1/2, which means the hood won't open as high, but it's supposed to give more clearance to let the hood open all the way. Well, this hood I can pretty well lay back, so I'm going to go with the shorter one. I'd rather have more room to get under the hood than to have it not open as far. So we'll set you up here. Let's see. It says to use a piece of 3-inch tape. And we're going to 21 5/8. So what I'm going to do, I laid the tape out here. Make sure I'm getting that in. I've laid the tape out there. So now I'll come here, catch in the corner. Middle here is 21 1/2, 1/16. Right there's 21 5/8. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. I'll bring you back after I get that done. Okay, I've got both sides marked. As you can see, made a line. I did something a little different than they said to. I took this carpenter square and lined up with my mark and then brought it across. Done that on both sides. Now we'll get the hood open and I'll go inside and I'll get my tools, bring them out and get them set up to do the job. Okay, here are the tools. Some that the instruction called for, some like the carpenter speed square that I added. Doesn't call for. It doesn't call for the mic or this decimal equivalent chart. But what it does call for is a 5/32 and a 3/16 drill bit, which both are here in my hand. The reason I used the micrometer and the decimal equivalent is to make sure I grabbed the right size drill bits. And then little Milwaukee M18 drill, 2 different pop rivet guns, of course the tape, Sharpie, tape measure, and a 1/4-inch drive with a 5/16 socket on it. Because you're going to need that. Of course you got the pop rivets and then you've got the self-tapping bolts. So, after measuring, here it says to bring this around to where you can take the bracket and screw it into the side here and line it up. So I'm going to get set up and get ready to do that. Okay, got you set up here where you can see pretty good. It says to use a Sharpie to mark the point you want to drill. Well, with this hood being black and me having a black Sharpie, I added this tape. I brought the measure line on across onto this side, and then you take and you set this up, which is the pivot point, and you line the bow up with the line on the center of the ball with the line on the tape. And then you mark in the center of your first hole to drill it out. Which, there we go. Then you take the 3/16 drill bit and you mark it 1/4 inch down the bit. See, I just use regular tape. Oh, something some people don't know is once you get the chuck tightened to keep it from loosening back up, you turn it and it'll click. Just barely turn it and it'll click and it locks the teeth in. Then we're going to come in here. And get this first hole drilled. And then after that, let's see. These use the pop rivets to hold them in place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the first pop rivet and just stick it in the hole. Well, actually, before I put that in, I'm going to remove that piece of tape since I don't really need it anymore. Which I like how that's tight, but we're going to just run that back through a little bit and open it up a little more. Okay, got it in. I'll make sure I get it flush here. I'm going to come back with the drill bit. Mark both holes. Now you can see this pop rivet's going in nice and tight, which is going to make it even better for the hood. See how well I got those lined up. That way it's not going to work. It looks pretty good. They're close enough. Okay, got both those drilled out. There's one. 2. Now we got them all 3 in. We'll start with the middle one. Now you're about to see why I have the bigger pop rivet gun. Well, yeah. I've got the 1/4 inch tip in that one instead of the 3/16, so we'll start it with this. Hey, which that popped off easy that time. Okay, got both of those installed. Okay. Now let me go over, I'm reading the instructions, so I'm going to cut you off and I'll come back when I get through reading the instructions on where to put the bottom one. Okay, this little bracket here, it goes 3 3/4 inches from this bolt, which this is a firewall, from this bolt to here, and then it's 1 inch inside. So we'll get the camera set up here, move my drill down. So we'll come in here with the tape measure, and you go from the center of this bolt to 3 3/4, and that's that edge right there. So this will be setting something like that. Then inch and 1 inch. Okay, when you get to this point, you're going to be, the back of it's going to be sitting on this line, which is 3 3/4, and then you're going to come in 1 inch. Kind of like so, which this part right here is where you want the inch set up. And then you're going to take the smaller drill bit, which is a 5/32, and you're going to drill this hole. So I'll be back when I get the drill bit changed out and the battery changed. Okay, I'm back. Going to go ahead and drill this hole. Now I'll remove my piece of tape out of the way. Grab one of the bolts. This will probably go quicker if I grab the 1/4-inch impact. Which I think I'm going to go ahead and do. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with the impact. Now what I'll do is I'll come back, I'll measure this again. Got it set on 1-inch. Drill the hole. And run it down. Let's go ahead and grab one of the shocks here. And see which way it calls for them to go on. Okay, the thin end goes down here. Okay. Well, there we go. I tell you, there's the first one on. I'll get the other one done and then we'll do a closeout on this. Okay, have the install of the hood struts finished. Redline tendons, got some great instructions, very easy to follow. The biggest thing I can see that you'd have to watch out for with this is to make sure you use the right drill bit when you're drilling these out. Now if you use a small one on these, you can go back with the large one, that won't be no big deal. But if you use the large one down here, you're going to have to find a different way to secure it. Holds the hood up very nicely. I should have probably raised it. It's getting into my wiper arm just a little bit, but the next hardest part is these struts do take some power to get them up. That's the best my hood's ever closed. Usually I have to slam it. This time it's shut and latched on its own. Let's get it open back up here and see how hard it is to get it raised. Almost makes me wish I'd done this before now. Why is it when you're looking for something you can't ever find it? Oh yeah. Yeah. Overall, this is an easy project. I mean, it probably took me 45 minutes total to do it, if that much. It took more time to collect the parts, or collect the tools, and get everything set up to go. Very nice looking struts. Got a nice finish here. They're not chrome, so they shouldn't rust as easy. Redline, as you can see, puts their name on there. I'll probably do this same system again on my convertible when I get around to it. Well, thank you for watching CC's Garage. We'll see you next week.